Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late. By the way, have you chosen our house's representative for the White Heron Cup? If nobody else comes to mind, I'm willing to take up the challenge, Professor. Understood. Just leave this to me and victory is assured. Well, I suppose we should practice then, shall we? How was that? I believe I've improved my technique.
That's all, folks! The Black Eagle House!
Well, a victory is a victory. How best to use this strength? I knew victory was inescapable, and you believed in me too.
Another month full of chaos. I barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes Flames so special? Does that not bother you? On a lighter note, I've heard you've yet to choose a class representative for the White Heron Cup. It's not something I'm interested in, but if no one else wants to do it, then I will shoulder the burden. How very whimsical of you. I suppose I'll have to do what I can. To think I'd be rehearsing my dance moves of all things. Give me some advice, Professor. A little less grotesque now, maybe?
That's all, folks! The Black Eagle House!
I am not sure the judges are in their right minds. I welcome a change of pace. Come now. Unbelievable. I never imagined I'd actually win.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me. Do you see what I am trying to say here? Do not make me beg you. Please choose me as our representative for the White Heron Cup. Wonderful! You will have a chance to see the legendary footwork of House Ire. Professor, do you know how to dance? I could really use some guidance. You really can do everything. Oh, I am envious of you, if you will pardon my frankness.
Yes.
That's all, folks! The Black Eagle House!
As expected of someone as accomplished as myself. Curious new strength. Did you see that? I have done my family proud.
Professor. You know, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now. Let us change the subject and settle my stomach. I assume you've heard about the dance competition? Have you chosen a representative yet? Or... oh my, you haven't, have you? Have you come to tell me I'm to be it? I see. I can dance, in theory, but I dare say in practice things may go very differently. Professor, are you here to practice with me for the dance contest? I don't enjoy a bit of this, you know. Entirely too much standing up and moving around for my taste. But if I'm going to do it, I may as well be in it to win.
The Black Eagle House!
Oh? Well, just so long as nothing else is expected of me. Something interesting for once. Professor, although I was against the whole endeavor, I must be honest and say that I am quite pleased that I won. But I won't do anything like this again, thank you.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. Sorry about that, Professor. I'm just so frustrated right now. I need something to take my mind off things. That reminds me, if you're looking for a volunteer, I'd be happy to represent our class in the White Heron Cup. I'm an excellent dancer. Great! We both know I'm our class's best chance at winning this thing. Hey, Professor, did you want to practice dancing with me? What did you think? Pretty perfect, right?
The Black Eagle House!
I won? I won! How did I win? Feels like me. Aw, yeah! I knew I could do it! Thanks for the distraction, Professor.
The ball. A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things. What is a White Heron Cup anyway? What? Dance dance competition? That's terrifying! We need a representative for our class? Please, anyone but Bernie! You're just trying to humiliate me, aren't you? Professor, will you give me some dancing lessons? Was that okay? A little reassuring at least? Maybe?
The Black Eagle House!
Bernie? Are you sure? I don't feel any different. Who would have thought I'd have a talent for dancing? Huh, this actually feels nice.
Dancing a Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Brigid. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Brigid, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. However, I harbor much interest in the dancing of Fodlan. Very much. Are you choosing me to represent at the White Heron Cup? Or are you not? I will display all that I have learned. I will grab the victory. I have much to be learned. We will now practice the dancing, okay? I have now much more knowledge of Fodlan dance. How is my dancing, Professor? Yes.
The Black Eagle House!
Everywhere, dancing is dancing. This is the proof. Fodlan garb is not usual. I have grabbed victory! I give gratitude for your great teachings, Professor.
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it. Have you heard yet about the White Heron Cup? If you have yet to choose a representative, do you mind terribly if I volunteer? Oh, thank you, Professor. I am overcome with joy. Just you wait until my feet touch the ballroom floor. Yes? Do you need me for anything, Professor? I would be happy for some dancing guidance should you have any. Thank you so much. I am eager to improve my dancing.
The Black Eagle House!
Have I prevailed? Oh, most glorious! My practice was not in vain. so joyous.
Hello.
Professor, we did it! Together! Did you enjoy my dance moves? We did it! I couldn't be happier, Professor. I loved dancing in front of an audience again.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
Our voices are all over the place. We must learn to work together in harmony.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
I would be liking that greatly.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Oh, it's Leonie. Perfect. The soil's ready. Let's get to planting. She's so diligent, I can barely... Oh, look at her elbow. There we go, all set. Now a little water. Her sleeve's all torn. She should get that fixed.
Hey, Bernadetta, what are you doing here?
Leonie! I was,
What is it?
I was just admiring your hard work.
If you've got time to stare, you may as well help me out. Is that all you wanted to say?
Not exactly.
Well, come on, out with it.
Oh, it's the elbow!
Your elbow looks fine to me. Is it bothering you?
Not mine, yours. Your sleeve's torn.
Huh, how about that? You're right. I didn't notice. You could have just told me right away, you know. It's just a little tear, though. Nothing to worry about.
If you don't mind, I could fix it for you. It would only take a minute.
You can do that?
I'm actually pretty good at sewing.
I never knew. Well, if you're offering, by all means. Just let me finish watering these. Oh, I guess I should get this shirt off first, though, huh?
What? Hold on, don't... You can't just...
Professor? Professor, a pleasure to see you. I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you? Really? So if I couldn't find anybody else, you'd marry me? Oh, don't worry. I can tell by the look on your face you didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. You're right. Although, just fine is a bit... Well, it's better to be attractive than just fine. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality? I know you're trying to find a way to say it gently, but you think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Are you saying I'm perfect as I am? Come now, you'll make me blush.
Professor. How are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea? It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once. And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story. Not at all. I am quite honest in my motivations. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh? I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor crest. Our family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution. I had only imperial blood, and thus imperial crests, at my disposal in the Empire. So I came to Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor. My progress is slow, but with each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study. Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it. Shall we proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared. I have a great number of tests I'm excited to carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
I have been told that your house won the White Heron Cup. This can only be a result of the students' talent and effort, not to mention your steadfast instruction.
I still have much to learn.
The ball is tomorrow. I have no worthwhile memories of such events, yet I'm still looking forward to this one.
As am I, in the sense that I look forward to destroying all of the unworthy suitors who will inevitably swarm Lady Edelgard.
I will admit, Edelgard is adorable. However, when it comes to elegance on the dance floor, I am superior.
You're not a bad dancer, Ferdy, but you do have some moves that are hard to watch.
You honor me with your kind words. I understand that I am sometimes too dazzling to behold directly.
I'm envious of your positive attitude. I also know how to dance, in theory. Maybe I should participate as well.
Not me! You wouldn't catch me dancing at a ball any sooner than you'd catch a fish swimming through the sky!
Well, you do tend to flop around like a fish on the land after all.
Why would you say that? Now I feel like a fish on a skillet.
On a skillet. Never mind.
Speaking of the ball, do we get to pick who we dance with? I wonder who I should ask.
A bold subject change. Should Lady Edelgard wish it, I would be honored to.
I will fight with all that I have within me.
Fighting? No, that's not really the point.
I will not be as a fish upon the flame.
Okay.
I have a proposition. Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion? It's a great idea.
5 years from today will be the Millennium Festival for Garrick Mach Monastery. I've heard the magnitude of the festivities will exceed all prior years.
Oh, how exciting! Sounds like a great excuse to come visit our dear professor.
You will be seeing how much growing I have done. You will be pleased, Professor. This idea is good.
Who knows where each of us will be in 5 years' time, or who we will become. Still, I have faith that all of us will gather and celebrate our reunion.
That's assuming the professor is still here in 5 years, and not enjoying a cozy early retirement.
Even if that's the case, you will come, won't you? Whether or not you're still teaching here. Don't forget, my teacher. Even if the Millennium Festival should be cancelled, I promise to return here.
Running away? I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor. So you do think you're the favorite? I might have known. But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
Here you are. Are you waiting for someone? For me? Well, you should have summoned me earlier. Regardless, here I am. No, nothing in particular. In fact, that's why I came here. This place, the Goddess Tower, it was special to my parents. My father attended the Officers' Academy himself. A few years after graduating, he was crowned emperor. One day, during a visit to the monastery, he snuck into the Goddess Tower on a nostalgic whim. And there she was, my mother. She had just enrolled in the academy that very year. They were instantly drawn to each other. Love at first sight, you could say. It was the first time either had truly been in love. Or so the story goes. Yes. Of course, as emperor, my father had already married for political reasons. As the Empire demands many heirs, he also had numerous other lovers. In the end, my mother settled for becoming one of his many consorts, but I choose to believe there was genuine love between them. I suppose it's a silly story to cling to. Isn't it? It's a shame that the lovely stories ended after I was born. For as long as I can remember, my mother had already been exiled from the capital. It's strange. Something about you makes me reveal all of the things I so carefully keep concealed. Anyway, what about you? It's your turn to reveal some long-held secret. You can share a story about your past, or perhaps tell me about your first love. You realize that just makes me more curious than ever. No, I'm the one who should apologize. It wasn't my intention to pry. I'm just intrigued by you and your mysterious past. You have supposedly always been a mercenary, but I believe there's more to your story than that. Let's leave it there for today and return to the ball. There must be plenty of students hoping to talk with you, and to dance with you. I would not wish to prevent you from mingling. I cannot keep you all to myself, after all.
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more? How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will. Oh, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there. I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her? Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to. I hear someone singing from over there. That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No, there's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.